Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So last few days I've been uploading information, motivation, snippets from a book called Don't Be Sad. For those who I know personally and for myself who find themselves in a lull and perhaps need that bit of a push or motivation. Today, actually, it's quite early in the morning, and I woke up feeling very, very positive, and all my scars and whatever are healed. All my gaps that I had are now filled, so I have no open wounds, which is really good. Hence the reason I've been able to dress up and stuff. I'm actually venturing out today after coming back from Turkey. We are starting school. We're going back to school next Tuesday, which is the 1st of September. Year 3s are going first, I think, from my school, and then year 7s are going back as well, and then it'll be staggered from there on. So it's going to be quite an interesting start to the new academic year. It's been 6 months that we've all been off, and I have to say that we are going to be starting it very slow, and we are going to have lots of fun activities and things like that just to ease children in for the first term. There's not going to be no after inspection until 2021, which is what they're hoping for, and there won't be no performance management. There will be no like snap observations or whatever, apart from just coming and learning walks, seeing that children are settling in and if things are working, and how we as teachers feel being in school without wearing a face covering. We all know that children are breeders of everything, and although they are a lot safer than us, there are some of us who are more vulnerable than others. So we just have to see how it goes. Personally, I'm quite happy to get back. 6 months ago, I think, 9 months ago, December, I think January, when everything started in my health, I have to say I'm a lot better. I've had no hypos. I've had one hypo a couple of days ago, and yesterday I was on the treadmill for 10 minutes, and my pulse rate was only I burnt 20 calories, but I walked nearly a kilometre, and did 10 minutes on the treadmill, brisk walking, just to stretch out my abs and stuff like that, and sort out my hips. I can't do anything with my arms yet, and my heartbeat was 102, and usually my heartbeat, because I had tachycardia. I was diagnosed with tachycardia when I went into hospital, and that is having a fast heart rate at rest. And I've always had that. I've always had my heart beat at rest as I was being 95, and to beat 105 after a 10-minute workout, I was like, oh my god, I think my tachycardia has been solved as well. So people can say a lot of things about my surgeries and stuff like that, but I know it's all about for medical reason. And alhamdulillah, I have to say that so when all this dies down, I'll be able to go back to get a health check, and hopefully my tachycardia can be ruled out. Hopefully my sugars are 7s and 8s, so hopefully I'll be able to get off insulin as well and just be on tablets. I have no joint pain or arthritis symptoms that I've had for years. That's all gone as well, so I'm really, really happy. So I just feel like I'm a different person, health wise. I'm in desperate need of a hairdo. I need to go back and get all my laser treatment on my face. I mean, although it's much better than when before I started, but it needs to be picked up again. And then that's it. I think then I should just concentrate on things that I want to do, and life, it's going to be different, but it's going to be for the best. And I think I have got such a positive outlook in life, and whatever comes my way. My son's going into high school. Things are going to be different for him. Things at home's going to be completely different. It's just it's been a wonderful 6 months, and even though I said in my previous video that it's been most traumatic, it has emotionally has been very difficult, but you have to go. It's like a roller coaster. You have to go through that hardship before ease, and I had those heartbreaks, and I've had those trauma, and I've had that bereavement, and I've had the counselling, and I've had all sorts, and I think I've come out fighting, which I'm really, really happy about. So I would say huge thank you to obviously my partner and my son for first and foremost, and all the fantastic and wonderful special people that I've met along the way back home and in Turkey, who have just been, pillar of strength for me. And I'm hoping, dear God, I'm hoping to go back in December. I can visit my parents' grave again for my birthday, which I've been doing since then every year apart from last year. So since my father died, I've been at his grave every time it was my birthday, so except last year. So I'm hoping to go back without having to go in quarantine for 2 weeks, otherwise I won't be able to go. So yeah, things are looking positive, and I feel positive, and yeah, you have bitterness, you have a bit, sour moments in your life and that, but it's how you handle it. And I think it's just persevering and having that resilience, and having that really positive mental outlook that things are not going to last forever. And reading that book actually, it's really been so helpful. I finished the book now. I'm glad you probably think, oh, thank God for that. But I finished that book now. I'm trying to find another book that's going to be as equally good, so I can do reviews on that too. But I just feel a lot lighter. So I'm going out today, going to go and get my son's uniform. And obviously all the winter season's coming, so let's see if I can get a few bits and pieces, because everything's big for me now, so I just need to see what I've got and that. And yeah, moving ahead and moving along, and inshallah everything will go right. Do you know what, I've been looking at my face since I've been on this, right? And I don't wear a lot of makeup. I actually don't wear makeup, and I think I look like geisha when I wear makeup. I hate my makeup look. So my makeup venture is going to be over, and I'm going to be moving on with what I normally look like, which is what you can see here, just my contacts, and I've got no eyeliner on at the moment. And I said that's my look when I go to school, that's my look when I go out, that's my look I go everywhere. All that makeup tutorial and all the things I've bought and all the things I've learned, when life picks up back again, no longer would that be all that time to do all the makeup or sitting there and chatting about everything and anything in the world. But what I will be chatting about is how we're going update on how we are in school with dealing with corona, and indeed how that's going to pan out. I'm a bit worried, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit concerned going back to school. And I do think children are very much aware of wearing masks and stuff, and I do think that teachers should be wearing the shields. There are really lovely smart shields that you can wear. It doesn't have to be those really big invasive ones. I don't think they should be wearing like surgical masks. I think they need to be, like a school friendly mask, but I think they should be, and I think children should be encouraged when they go out to playtime to wear them as well, because it is part of our life now. And we've heard a lot through the news where lots of schools are going back into lockdown because spike again in cases. And I think that in itself determines or dictates anyway that there needs to be measures taken in school, that we are going to open schools. And I think it's a good idea to get the children back in, because to be quite honest, there's so much we can do now at home, and weight and health is a big thing. I mean, children nourish, they learn so much from TV, from internet, from work, everything, every avenue. But I think if I see with my family, I think it is fitness and health. I think that's been a huge impact. So I think we need to be back in school, and I think there's nothing that should stop us from getting back into school. But I do think that we need to look at other safer measures, and I think for teachers, to keep schools open, let's get teachers having face covers, and teachers or all the adults in school wearing face coverings so that they are protected. And if they're protected, the children are protected. The children are protected, and the elderly at home are protected, and vice versa. The children are infected, and we don't get infected, and that cycle, it's doesn't go on and we don't get affected. So I think those sort of things, and I think certainly when I go back, we have 3 days of inset. So Friday the 4th, children come back to school, but we've got 3 days to talk about these and measures and stuff. And I think that's something I definitely would want to say to my head is, personally, I would like to wear those clear covered face shields, the smaller ones, not the really big ones with the cap, but the smaller ones. And I think that'll probably be the best. And I'll give my argument why. And, if I have to present data from different countries who've gone into that, I mean, we know that from Dundee, and we know that from Scotland, and we know that from other places that, it's dramatic things are, and it's here to live, and we just need to like make sure we just have those precautions in place and don't worry about it and just get on with life, because life will find